God is disappointed because you have skipped God recently. But don't skip God this time, because a very scary event is happening soon. So listen to God now. I am speaking to you right now because you have been drifting, and you cannot afford to scroll past this moment as if it is ordinary. If this touches your heart, comment Amen. I am disappointed not because I hate you, but because I love you, and I see you slowly closing the door on the one who protects you. A frightening season is forming around you, and if you keep ignoring my voice, you may walk into it without the covering I have prepared. Do not skip these words, because what you hear now can guard your life, restore your peace, and unlock protection you did not even realize you needed. You have been busy, distracted, and tired, and little by little you have pushed me aside. I watched you choose other voices over mine, and I felt the distance growing between us. My disappointment is not anger that destroys, but sorrow that longs to pull you back. I see what is approaching, and it is not meant to crush you, but it will shake everything unstable around you. If you continue to skip time with me, you will feel alone when the shaking begins, and that is not what I want for you. There is a very real shift coming, and it will expose what is strong and what is weak in your life. The scary event is not random chaos, but a moment that will test your trust and reveal where your foundation stands. I have been calling you back because I want you anchored before it arrives. I want you steady when others panic and calm when others fall apart. You must understand that listening to me now will change how you experience what is ahead. I ask you to pause and give your attention fully, because what I am saying is life-preserving. If you feel my presence reaching for you, take a moment to like this video as a simple act of agreement that you will not ignore me again. I am not asking for performance or perfection, but for your heart to turn back toward me. The reason I am urgent is because timing matters more than you realize. When I warn you, it is because I see further than you can see. You have mistaken my silence for absence, and that misunderstanding has led you to neglect the relationship that keeps you safe. I never left you. Even when you skipped your prayers and hurried through your days, I stayed near, watching over you, even when you barely acknowledged me. But protection grows stronger when you stay close to me. The scary event will not overpower you if you are rooted in my presence. I am calling you back into daily connection, into quiet moments where you let my words settle into your heart. You think you are fine without consistent time with me, but you do not see the invisible battles that surround you. I fight for you in ways you cannot imagine. When you drift, you weaken your awareness of my guidance. When you listen, you sharpen your discernment and walk with clarity. The disappointment I feel is like that of a loving father who sees his child wandering near danger. I am not condemning you, but I am correcting your direction. You have allowed distractions to take first place, and that choice has slowly dulled your spiritual senses. The event that is coming will require spiritual strength, not casual faith. I want you prepared, not surprised. You are chosen, and that is why I am speaking so firmly to you. I do not warn everyone this way because not everyone has the calling that rests on your life. The shaking ahead will reveal who trusts me and who only spoke about me when it was convenient. I want you among those who stand unshaken. That is why I am urging you to listen carefully and respond quickly. The fear you sometimes feel is not meant to control you, but to alert you that something needs attention. Right now, what needs attention is your relationship with me. If you sense that this is true, comment 1111. I am not threatening you with disaster, but I am revealing that ignoring me leaves you exposed. When you return to me fully, I surround you with wisdom and protection that no storm can break. I see the stress you carry and the silent worries you do not share with anyone. The coming event will press on those hidden fears, and if you are spiritually weak, it will feel overwhelming. But if you rebuild your closeness with me, the same event will become a testimony instead of a tragedy. I can turn what looks frightening into a doorway for growth. The difference will be whether you choose to stay connected or continue skipping time with me. I am ready to forgive the distance and restore the closeness instantly. There is no long process required to return to my heart. All I need is your decision to stop skipping and start seeking. The moment you turn toward me sincerely, I begin strengthening you for what lies ahead. I am your shield, your refuge, and your provider in uncertain times. The event I spoke about will shake areas of your life that you assumed were secure. It will touch relationships, plans, and expectations that you quietly relied on. You will see reactions from people that surprise you, and you will feel pressure you did not anticipate. If you are distant from me, that pressure will feel unbearable. If you are close to me, it will feel like a storm you are safely sheltered from. You have been telling yourself that you will reconnect with me later. You assumed there would always be more time to pray deeply, to listen carefully, to realign your heart. But spiritual delay often leads to emotional regret. I am calling you now because now is when your strength must be rebuilt. Later may feel too heavy if you ignore this moment. I want you to understand something clearly. The scary event is not sent to destroy you, but it will expose what you have neglected. It will reveal whether your confidence is in me or in temporary stability. I allow certain shakings because they refine your faith. Yet refinement without preparation feels like punishment, and I do not want you mistaking growth for abandonment. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. When the pressure increases, your first instinct must be to run toward me, not away from me. That instinct is built through daily connection. If you only seek me in emergencies, your trust will feel weak when tested. I am inviting you into consistency, not crisis-driven devotion. The strength you build now will determine how you stand later. You are not as far from me as you think. Even when you skipped prayer and silenced conviction, I remained near. I protected you from things you never saw. I blocked dangers that could have reached you. But protection deepens when partnership grows. The event ahead will involve decisions that require discernment. Voices will rise around you, offering advice, pressure, and even fear. If you are spiritually distant, you may struggle to know which direction is safe. When you walk closely with me, my peace will guide you clearly. I speak in calm assurance, not panic. You may already feel hints of this approaching shift. Perhaps tension has been building quietly. Perhaps you sense something changing in your environment. That awareness is not coincidence. It is my gentle nudge, preparing you before the full weight of it arrives. I am not disappointed because you failed once or twice. I am disappointed because you knew better and still chose distraction. You understood the importance of our time together, yet you let routine replace reverence. That choice has consequences, not because I am cruel, but because distance weakens protection. I want you strong again. If your heart feels convicted right now, comment 1212. Let that declaration be a sign that you are choosing trust over neglect. I see your sincerity when you respond, and I honor genuine humility. Returning to me is not complicated, but it is intentional. It requires you to prioritize me even when other things demand your attention. The scary event will reveal who truly depends on me. Some around you will panic and collapse under the weight of uncertainty. Others will scramble for control and exhaust themselves trying to manage everything alone. I want you different. I want you calm because you know I am handling what you cannot. There is protection in obedience that you have not fully experienced yet. When you align with my voice daily, I adjust your path subtly. I close doors before you reach them. I redirect conversations that could harm you. I plant wisdom in your thoughts before confusion settles in. The coming shaking will test your emotional resilience. Old fears may try to resurface. Doubts you thought were gone may whisper again. If you are spiritually disconnected, those whispers may sound convincing. When you are grounded in me, those same whispers will lose their power. You must not underestimate how much I desire your safety. My disappointment is rooted in love. I am not counting your mistakes against you. I am counting the ways I can strengthen you before the pressure increases. I want you confident in my presence. There will be a moment when everything feels uncertain. Plans may shift suddenly. News may arrive that unsettles you. In that instant, your reaction will reveal your foundation. If you have rebuilt your closeness with me, peace will rise inside you even when circumstances shake. You are not meant to face what is coming alone. I designed you to walk with me daily, not occasionally. Skipping time with me slowly trains your heart to rely on yourself. That independence feels strong at first, but it collapses under heavy strain. Dependence on me builds unshakable stability. When you return to consistent connection, you will begin to sense my guidance more clearly. You will notice subtle warnings before wrong decisions. You will feel restraint before speaking harmful words. You will experience calm before stressful conversations. That is my spirit strengthening you. The event ahead may involve someone close to you acting unexpectedly. It may involve financial tension or sudden change. It may involve a shift in your environment that forces quick adaptation. I am not revealing every detail because trust grows through faith, but I am revealing enough so you prepare your heart. Preparation is not fear. Preparation is wisdom. I am asking you to re-establish discipline in prayer, in reflection, in gratitude. These simple practices fortify your inner life. They build resilience you cannot see but will desperately need. If you choose to ignore this again, the disappointment will deepen because you were clearly warned. I do not want you looking back wishing you had listened. I want you looking forward grateful that you did. That is why I continue speaking firmly. Comment 777 if you are ready to stand strong with me. Let that statement mark a turning point in your heart. You are not powerless in what is coming. You are protected when you stay aligned with me. The shaking will not last forever, but its impact will shape your future. Those who remain rooted will emerge stronger and wiser. Those who remain distant may struggle longer than necessary. I want your path lighter, not heavier. Remember that. My presence is not fragile. I do not withdraw at the first sign of your weakness. I remain faithful even when you falter. But your experience of my protection grows when you actively engage with me. I am inviting you into renewed commitment. Speak to me daily even when you feel tired. Listen to me even when distractions call your name. Choose me first before scrolling, before worrying, before reacting. These small choices build great stability. You are deeply loved, and that love motivates every warning I give. The scary event is not stronger than my power. Nothing approaching you is beyond my control. The only danger is distance from me. The event that approaches will not announce itself with warning signs you easily recognize. It will unfold in a way that feels unexpected, and that surprise will test your stability. If your heart has been inconsistent with me, your emotions may lead you instead of my guidance. Emotional reactions can create decisions that bring regret. I am protecting you from unnecessary regret by calling you back now. I see the patterns you have been repeating. You promise yourself you will pray later, reflect later, seek me later. Later has become your habit, and habit has become distance. Distance has weakened your confidence in my direction. I am not accusing you to shame you, but to awaken you. This banned wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. When the pressure rises, your thoughts will race if you are spiritually unprepared. Anxiety will try to control your responses. Fear will attempt to shape your perspective. But if you rebuild consistency with me, my peace will interrupt those reactions. Peace will steady your breathing and clear your thinking. You may think the scary event only involves external circumstances, but it will also challenge your internal trust. It will ask whether you truly believe I am in control when outcomes seem uncertain. Belief spoken casually is different from belief tested by pressure. I want your faith refined before it is stretched. There are spiritual currents moving beneath the surface of your daily life. You cannot see them with your eyes, but you can sense them in your spirit when you are attentive. Skipping time with me has muted that sensitivity. I am restoring it now because you will need discernment. Discernment protects you from walking into traps disguised as opportunities. You are not forgotten or abandoned. My disappointment is paired with deep desire to restore you. I do not speak sharply to push you away. I speak firmly to draw you closer. I want you positioned correctly before the wave arrives. The coming event will reveal who depends on stability created by circumstances and who depends on stability created by me. Circumstances shift without notice. I remain constant. When your trust is rooted in me, sudden change does not destroy your peace. You must guard your focus carefully. The world around you feeds anxiety quickly. News, opinions, and speculation can create fear before reality even unfolds. If you are spiritually grounded, you will not be swept into unnecessary panic. My presence filters what reaches your heart. I want you to return to simple devotion. Speak to me when you wake. Invite me into your decisions. Reflect on my goodness before you sleep. These practices may seem small, but they anchor your spirit. Anchored hearts do not drift when storms begin. If you sense that this correction is meant for you personally, comment 555. Let that declaration mark your willingness to realign. I honor humility that responds quickly. When you acknowledge your drift, restoration begins immediately. The scary event may involve tension among people you trust. It may reveal hidden motives or unexpected conflict. If you are spiritually distant, you may respond with anger or defensiveness. If you are close to me, you will respond with clarity and controlled strength. Your reaction will determine how deeply the event affects you. I am strengthening your resilience now so that disappointment does not crush you. There may be moments when you feel misunderstood or unsupported. In those moments, you must remember that my support does not waver. When others shift, I remain steady. You have been chosen for growth, not comfort alone. Growth often feels uncomfortable at first. It stretches your patience and challenges your habits. The coming event will stretch you, but stretching does not mean breaking. I will not allow you to break if you stay connected. There will be opportunities to compromise your values under pressure. Quick solutions may appear tempting. If your spiritual focus is weak, compromise may seem reasonable. If you are aligned with me, your convictions will stand firm. I will strengthen your resolve when you listen closely. The fear surrounding what is ahead is not meant to paralyze you, it is meant to prepare you. Preparation builds courage. Courage allows you to walk through uncertainty with confidence. I am cultivating that courage in you now. You must also understand that your obedience influences others. When you remain grounded, people around you will notice your calm. Your steadiness will become a quiet testimony. The scary event will not only test you, it will reveal my work in you. There will be a moment when you recognize the event unfolding. In that instant, you will remember these words. You will realize that you were warned not to skip me. That realization will either comfort you or convict you, depending on your response now. I do not want you overwhelmed by regret. I want you strengthened by preparation. Return to consistency before the weight increases. The time to rebuild is before the storm, not during it. Comment 999 if you are choosing to stay alert and connected. Let that commitment settle deeply within you. Your willingness to respond shifts the atmosphere around you. I honor decisions made with sincerity. You may have felt distant because you assumed I was disappointed beyond repair. That assumption was wrong. My correction is firm, but my mercy is constant. I do not withdraw love when I correct behavior. The event ahead will also refine your priorities. You will see clearly what truly matters and what never deserved your energy. Some distractions will fall away naturally. Some relationships will shift because they were built on shallow foundations. I am not revealing these things to scare you into anxiety. I am revealing them to build you into strength. Strength formed in advance prevents collapse under pressure. I am equipping you for stability. You must remember that fear grows in isolation. When you distance yourself from me, your thoughts echo without guidance. When you stay connected, my truth interrupts destructive thinking. My voice brings balance to your emotions. There is protection in obedience that you have underestimated. Simple acts of trust open doors of security you cannot see. I adjust circumstances quietly when you align with me. You may never know how many dangers were diverted. The shaking will expose weak foundations in many lives. I do not want yours among them. I want you standing firm while others search for stability. That firmness begins with daily faithfulness. Return now without delay. Do not postpone another day. Speak with me honestly about your drift. Ask for renewed discipline and clarity. I will respond with immediate strengthening. You are not facing this season alone. I am your refuge when uncertainty rises. I am your clarity when confusion spreads. I am your peace when fear attempts to dominate. Can just saying 9 words daily actually make money flow into your life? A top neuroscientist says yes, and the FBI accidentally confirmed it. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free and financially free for life. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. Conversations are aligning, decisions are being made, and circumstances are quietly rearranging. You stand at the edge of a moment that will demand maturity. That is why I have been firm with you about not skipping me. When you drift from me, you become more vulnerable to confusion. Confusion clouds judgment and weakens courage. The event ahead will require both clarity and courage. I am preparing you so that when the pressure comes, You will not collapse under doubt. I am building steadiness in you before instability tries to surround you. There are patterns in your life that I have been gently correcting, but you have resisted change because it felt inconvenient. You have tolerated small compromises and ignored subtle warnings. Those small things grow larger when tested. I am addressing them now because I refuse to let them become your downfall during the coming shift. The scary event may not look dramatic at first. It may begin as a subtle disruption that gradually increases in intensity. If you are not spiritually alert, you might underestimate its impact. Underestimation can lead to careless responses. Carelessness can create unnecessary damage. I am not speaking to frighten you into fear. I am speaking to strengthen you into stability. When you walk closely with me, even serious disruption becomes manageable. My presence steadies your emotions and clarifies your thoughts. That steadiness will be your shield. You must examine your heart honestly. Have you been prioritizing temporary satisfaction over spiritual discipline? Have you allowed distraction to replace devotion? These questions are not accusations, but invitations to awareness. Awareness is the first step toward correction. If you feel your heart softening and your focus returning, comment 222. Let that response reflect your decision to realign. Small acts of agreement matter more than you realize. They mark turning points in your spirit. The coming season will reveal hidden intentions in people around you. Some individuals may respond to pressure with selfishness. Others may reveal loyalty you did not expect. If you remain spiritually distant, you may misinterpret these revelations. When you are grounded in me, you will respond with wisdom rather than emotion. I see the internal battles you rarely admit. Doubt sometimes whispers that you are not strong enough. Fear suggests that you will not handle what is coming. Those whispers grow louder when you skip time with me. When you remain connected, my voice becomes stronger than every whisper. You are not being singled out for suffering. You are being positioned for growth. Growth is often preceded by challenge. Challenge exposes weakness but also builds resilience. I am strengthening you because I see your potential beyond this season. The event ahead may affect your stability in ways that feel uncomfortable. Financial pressure, relational strain, or unexpected responsibility may arise. I will not leave you unsupported in any of these areas, but your confidence in my support depends on your closeness to me. When you wake each day, I want you mindful of my presence. Invite me into your thoughts before anxiety takes root. Speak gratitude before complaint begins to form. These daily habits will create internal strength. Internal strength will carry you when external pressure increases. I have shielded you from many dangers in the past. You were unaware of how close certain threats came. My hand redirected outcomes you never saw. That same protection continues, but partnership strengthens it. When you seek me actively, your discernment increases. There will be a moment during the coming shift when you feel tempted to react quickly. You may want to defend yourself harshly or make sudden decisions out of fear. If you have rebuilt your connection with me, you will pause instead of reacting. That pause will save you from regret. You must understand that fear is contagious. When others panic, their anxiety can influence your thinking. If you are not spiritually anchored, you may absorb their fear. When you stay close to me, you become a source of calm rather than a participant in panic. Your influence in this season will matter more than you realize. People around you will watch how you respond. Your steadiness will speak louder than your words. The scary event will not only test you, it will reveal the strength I have built within you. Comment 15. 15 if you are choosing to trust my protection through what is coming. Let that statement seal your decision to remain attentive. Trust is not passive. It is active alignment. Alignment produces peace even before circumstances change. There may be nights when worry tries to interrupt your rest. Thoughts may circle around worst-case scenarios. If you are distant from me, those thoughts will dominate. If you are close, my peace will quiet them. You are not weak for feeling concern. Concern simply reveals awareness of uncertainty. What matters is where you take that concern. Bring it to me rather than carrying it alone. Shared burdens feel lighter. I want you to rebuild discipline even when you feel spiritually tired. Spiritual fatigue can tempt you to withdraw. Withdrawal weakens your resilience. Pressing closer to me restores your strength. The coming event will not last forever. It is a season, not a permanent state. Seasons shift and pass, but how you walk through this one will influence your future. You may lose certain comforts during this time. You may be asked to adjust plans or expectations. Adjustment is not failure. Adjustment is wisdom in motion. I will guide you through each change if you listen closely. Remember that I am not disappointed to push you away. I am disappointed because I know how powerful you are when you stay connected. You were never meant to face pressure alone. You were designed for partnership with me. The fear of what is coming loses power when you remember who stands beside you. I am not limited by the event approaching. I am greater than any disruption that forms against you. My authority does not weaken under pressure. Stay consistent now. Do not return to neglect once this urgency fades. Let this be a lasting shift in your devotion. Strength built in consistency outlasts temporary emotion. Why are 55 countries using the same mysterious money script? Because a leaked research file just exposed a 9-word pattern that activates wealth-attracting pathways in the brain. Repeat it daily and watch money flow like water into your life. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are favored even in correction. My warnings are proof of my care. I speak because I refuse to let you stumble without guidance. I protect because I love. Remain alert, remain grounded, remain close. When the moment arrives and you see the shaking unfold, you will recognize that you were prepared. You will stand steady, not because the storm is small, but because your foundation is strong. When you skip me, you become reactive instead of responsive. Reaction is driven by emotion. Response is guided by wisdom. The event ahead will test whether you act from fear or from faith. If you remain distant, fear will speak first. I have watched you attempt to manage everything in your own strength. You tell yourself that you are capable and independent. Independence without connection to me becomes isolation under pressure. Isolation magnifies stress and clouds discernment. I never designed you to carry heavy seasons alone. There is a difference between being busy and being spiritually aligned. You have been active, productive, and occupied. Yet activity does not equal intimacy with me. Intimacy requires attention, stillness, and humility. Without intimacy, your spiritual instincts grow dull. The coming shift may involve sudden responsibility that stretches you beyond comfort. It may require decisions that affect more than just you. You will need clarity that comes from quiet time with me. Without that clarity, options may feel overwhelming. If you are choosing right now to quiet distractions and draw closer, comment 1717. Let that commitment rise from sincerity rather than impulse. I honor decisions rooted in humility. The posture of your heart determines the strength of your foundation. You must understand that disappointment does not cancel love. I correct you because I refuse to let you walk blindly. You have been coasting spiritually, assuming that past faithfulness will sustain future trials. Faithfulness must be renewed daily. Yesterday's strength cannot carry tomorrow's pressure alone. The scary event will expose emotional triggers you thought you had overcome. Old wounds may resurface under stress. If you are disconnected from me, those wounds may dictate your reactions. When you stay close, my healing presence will steady you before old pain gains control. There will be moments when others misunderstand your calm. They may question why you are not panicking. They may interpret your steadiness as indifference. But your peace will not come from denial. It will come from confidence that I am guiding you. I am preparing you not only to survive the event, but to grow through it. Growth requires awareness of weakness. Weakness acknowledged becomes strength developed. Weakness ignored becomes vulnerability exposed. That is why I speak so clearly. You have been tempted to numb yourself with distraction instead of facing spiritual discipline. Distraction feels easier in the moment. Discipline feels uncomfortable but builds resilience. Resilience will matter when the shaking intensifies. The event ahead may cause temporary loss of control in areas you once felt secure. You may need to surrender expectations you quietly held. Surrender is not defeat when it is placed in my hands. Surrender becomes protection. You must guard your words carefully in the coming days. Under pressure, words can wound deeply. When you remain aligned with me, restraint will guide your speech. A single restrained sentence can prevent long-term damage. I am strengthening your inner world because the outer world will feel uncertain. Inner stability determines outward response. If your inner world is anchored in me, uncertainty will not steal your identity. Your confidence will rest in my presence rather than in circumstances. Comment 1919 if you are choosing to remain anchored no matter what shifts around you. Let that phrase represent your trust in my covering. Anchoring requires daily attention. It is not built in one moment, but maintained through consistency. There may be a point when you feel tired of standing firm. Fatigue is natural in prolonged pressure. That is when skipping me becomes most tempting. But that is also when closeness to me becomes most vital. You must remember that fear often exaggerates outcomes. Under stress, your imagination may paint worst-case scenarios. If you are distant from me, those scenarios may dominate your thinking. When you remain connected, my truth interrupts exaggerated fear. I am not asking you for perfection. I am asking for presence. Come to me honestly, even when you feel weak. Honesty strengthens intimacy. Intimacy builds resilience. The disappointment I felt when you drifted was not because you failed once. It was because you ignored gentle nudges repeatedly. I spoke softly before I spoke firmly. Now I am firm because timing matters. The coming season will clarify priorities. Certain distractions will lose their appeal. Certain relationships will reveal their depth. You will see clearly who stands steady and who withdraws under pressure. Do not interpret the shaking as abandonment. Interpret it as refinement. Refinement removes what cannot endure. What remains becomes stronger. You may also notice internal growth during the event. Patience will develop where frustration once ruled. Courage will rise where hesitation once lingered. That growth will be evidence of my work in you. Stay attentive to small corrections. When I prompt you to pause, pause. When I prompt you to speak gently, obey. Small obediences prevent large consequences. The scary event will not define your future unless you allow distance from me to shape your response. With me, even difficult seasons become stepping stones. Without me, manageable challenges feel overwhelming. You are not being prepared for destruction. You are being prepared for elevation through endurance. Endurance built with me produces lasting strength. Guard your thoughts carefully. Under pressure, Negative narratives can multiply quickly. Replace them with truth, grounded in my faithfulness. Truth stabilizes where fear destabilizes. I want you steady when others waver. I want you clear-minded when others grow confused. That steadiness is built through daily communion with me. Do not let temporary calm trick you into neglect again. Even if days feel peaceful, maintain closeness. Preparation is not only for crisis, it is a lifestyle. The moment will come when you recognize the shift fully. In that moment, you will either feel ready or regretful. Readiness is built now. I am with you in every breath. I am guiding conversations you have not yet had. I am positioning help you have not yet seen. My protection is active even when invisible. What secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase, just 9 words long, that flips a switch in your mind to attract wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Stay near me. Do not skip the time that strengthens you. The event approaching is real, but so is my power. When you remain aligned with me, you will walk through what frightens others with unshaken confidence. When pressure builds slowly, it can deceive you into thinking nothing serious is forming. You adjust to small stress and normalize it. Then, when the larger shift arrives, you feel overwhelmed because you underestimated the build-up. I am warning you now, so you do not misread what is happening. The scary event will not feel sudden to me, because I see it forming already. You must understand that preparation is not dramatic. It is quiet discipline. It is choosing prayer when you feel distracted. It is choosing reflection when you feel rushed. These choices do not appear urgent, but they become your strength when urgency arrives. There is also something internal that must be addressed. You have carried hidden resentment and unspoken frustration. Under calm circumstances, you manage it. Under stress, it will surface more strongly. If you skip time with me, those emotions may spill out destructively. I am calling you to release what you have been holding tightly. Forgiveness strengthens you, humility protects you, pride makes you brittle under pressure. I want you flexible, not fragile. The event ahead may involve conflict that tests your composure. Someone may challenge your integrity or question your intentions. If your spirit is unguarded, you may react sharply. If you are grounded in me, you will respond with clarity and restraint. Your peace must not depend on agreement from others. It must depend on alignment with me. When you know you are walking with me, criticism loses its sting. Stability grows from confidence in my guidance, not from approval around you. You have also underestimated how fatigue affects your discernment. When you are spiritually tired, you are more likely to misjudge situations. Skipping time with me increases that fatigue. Daily connection restores your clarity. If you are choosing now to release distraction and rebuild discipline, comment 1010. Let that statement represent renewed commitment. Commitment is not emotional excitement. It is consistent action, even when feelings fluctuate. The scary event may also reveal where your security truly lies. If you depend too heavily on finances, position, or relationships, the shaking may feel severe. If your security rests in me, temporary instability will not break you. You will see people around you scrambling for control. Control feels safe when uncertainty rises, but control without wisdom creates more chaos. When you stay connected to me, you will not need to grasp for control. You will act with measured confidence. I want you to guard your attention carefully. Do not allow constant noise to fill your mind. Silence is not emptiness. It is space for clarity. In silence I strengthen you. In constant noise, your spirit grows dull. There may be a moment when you feel tempted to withdraw emotionally from others to protect yourself. Isolation feels safe when tension rises, but isolation without me amplifies fear. Stay connected to me and remain wise in your connections with others. You are not being punished by what is coming. You are being refined. Refinement feels uncomfortable because it removes impurities. But what remains after refinement is stronger and purer. I also need you to watch your self-talk. Under stress, you may begin to doubt your abilities. You may question whether you are equipped to handle what is unfolding. Those doubts gain strength when you are distant from me. When you remain close, my voice becomes louder than your insecurity. I remind you of your growth. I remind you of past victories. I remind you that I have carried you before and will carry you again. Comment 1-2. 1-2. If you trust my protection over your own control. Let that trust settle deeply in your spirit. Trust is not passive waiting, it is active reliance. The coming season will demand maturity in areas you have avoided. You will need patience where you once reacted quickly. You will need wisdom where you once relied on impulse. I am preparing you now because I see your capacity for growth. There may be temporary discomfort in relationships. Misunderstandings may occur. If you stay close to me, you will navigate those moments with grace. If you drift, small misunderstandings can escalate into larger conflict. I am also strengthening your emotional endurance. Endurance allows you to remain steady when solutions do not appear immediately. Impatience can lead to rushed decisions. Rushed decisions often create avoidable consequences. The scary event will not last forever, but its intensity may feel strong at certain points. Do not measure my faithfulness by the ease of your circumstances. Measure it by my consistent presence. You must not return to neglect once this warning feels less urgent. Spiritual discipline is not seasonal. It is daily. Consistency builds strength that sudden emotion cannot sustain. I am with you even when you feel uncertain. I am guiding conversations that have not yet happened. I am positioning help that you cannot yet see. My protection is active even before you ask. There will be a moment when you realize how important this preparation was. You will remember that I told you not to skip me. In that moment, you will feel either gratitude or regret. Choose gratitude now. I am not disappointed to shame you. I am disappointed because I know your potential. You were never meant to drift casually through serious seasons. You were designed for alertness and partnership. Guard your heart carefully. Under stress, bitterness can take root quickly. Bitterness drains strength and clouds judgment. Forgiveness and humility keep your spirit clear. Stay attentive to small internal nudges. When something feels off, pause and seek me. Do not rush forward blindly. Small corrections now prevent larger corrections later. You are favored, even in correction. My warnings are acts of love. I speak because I refuse to allow you to stumble unnecessarily. The event ahead will test your composure, but it will also reveal your growth. If you remain connected, you will surprise yourself with how steady you are. You will handle what once would have overwhelmed you. A neuroscientist says yes. A 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Remain consistent in prayer. Remain disciplined in reflection. Remain intentional in gratitude. These habits fortify you quietly. Do not skip me again. What is coming requires awareness, not casual faith. Walk closely with me and you will see how even a frightening season can become a platform for strength. You have grown comfortable with partial devotion. You gave me pieces of your attention but not your full focus. Partial devotion feels sufficient during calm seasons. It does not hold firm during disruption. When the scary event begins to unfold, divided focus will create divided strength. The pressure forming around you is not only external. Internally, you have been wrestling with uncertainty about your future. You have tried to quiet that uncertainty by distracting yourself. Distraction does not remove uncertainty, it only delays confrontation. I want you strengthened before uncertainty becomes urgent. There may be a sudden development that demands quick adaptation. Plans you assumed were stable may require revision. When you are spiritually prepared, adaptation becomes manageable. When you are distant from me, sudden change feels threatening. I need you alert in spirit. Alertness does not mean anxiety. It means attentiveness. When you stay close to me, you sense subtle guidance before making important decisions. That sensitivity will protect you from unnecessary detours. If you are ready to stay spiritually alert and disciplined, comment 777. Let that declaration be intentional, not casual. Consistency begins with a conscious decision. I see your heart when you choose alignment. The coming event may involve an unexpected revelation. Something hidden may come into the light. If your spirit is unprepared, revelation can feel destabilizing. When you are grounded in me, revelation becomes clarity rather than chaos. You must guard against overconfidence. You have told yourself that you can handle anything. Confidence without humility leads to blind spots. Humility keeps your awareness sharp. I am calling you back to humility because it protects you. There will be moments when you feel misunderstood. You may think others do not recognize your effort or intention. Do not let that misunderstanding push you toward withdrawal. Remain steady and seek my guidance before responding. The scary event will require patience. Solutions may not appear instantly. If you are spiritually restless, waiting will frustrate you. When you remain close to me, patience grows naturally. I am strengthening your inner endurance. Endurance allows you to hold steady when progress feels slow. Without endurance, you may make impulsive decisions. Impulse often leads to regret. You must also be careful with comparison. Under pressure, you may look at others and assume they are unaffected. Comparison distorts perception. Everyone faces their own challenges. Focus on your alignment with me, rather than measuring yourself against others. The event ahead may temporarily disrupt your routine. When routine changes, insecurity can rise. Routine gives a sense of control. When control feels reduced, fear tries to expand. Stay grounded in the truth that I remain unchanged. My presence is not shaken by disrupted plans. My guidance does not weaken under pressure. When you remember this, fear loses power. Comment 999 if you are choosing steadiness over panic. Let that phrase represent calm trust in my covering. Steadiness grows when you practice daily reliance. Panic grows when you neglect connection. You must also prepare your words carefully. Under stress, careless speech can damage relationships. Silence can be wiser than reaction. When you are aligned with me, restraint will guide you. There may be financial tension or professional uncertainty during this shift. Do not let fear dictate decisions. Seek my direction before acting. I see outcomes you cannot yet see. Your disappointment in yourself for drifting has been heavy at times. You have felt guilt for inconsistency. Do not let guilt push you further away. Let it push you back into my presence. The event approaching is not meant to destroy your calling, it is meant to refine your character. Character formed through trial becomes unshakable. Unshakable character opens doors you cannot yet imagine. You will also see growth in unexpected areas. Strength you did not know you possessed will surface. Calmness under pressure will surprise you. That calmness will be evidence of my work in you. Do not mistake correction for rejection. I correct because I care. I speak firmly because timing is important. I refuse to let you walk unprepared into serious moments. The fear attached to what is coming may try to overwhelm you before anything even happens. Anticipatory anxiety can be stronger than the event itself. Stay close to me so your imagination does not exaggerate reality. I am with you when you wake and when you rest. I am guiding unseen details. I am arranging help you cannot yet identify. My protection surrounds you even now. There will be a moment when you recognize that the shift has fully arrived. In that moment, you will feel the weight of responsibility and uncertainty. If you have stayed close, peace will rise alongside the weight. You must not return to skipping me once the intensity subsides. Spiritual consistency must outlast crisis. Let this season mark a permanent change in your discipline. Guard your thoughts carefully. Negative assumptions can grow quickly under pressure. Replace them with reminders of my faithfulness. I have carried you before. The event will not define your worth. It will reveal your growth. If you remain aligned with me, it will also strengthen your influence. You are chosen for stability in unstable times. That calling requires preparation. Preparation requires consistency. Remain attentive to subtle guidance. Small nudges may prevent large mistakes. Listen closely even in ordinary moments. I am your refuge before disruption begins. I am your clarity during confusion. I am your strength when fatigue tries to settle in. Do not skip me again. This warning is an act of love. What is ahead may feel intense, but my presence is stronger. You have noticed small signs already. Conversations have shifted tone. Responsibilities have felt heavier. There has been a faint tension in your spirit that you could not fully explain. That tension is not imagination, it is awareness. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed. A 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life. But now, you can reverse it. Say these 9 words and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. When you skip time with me, that awareness becomes dull. You start dismissing spiritual nudges as overthinking. You begin trusting your surface judgment more than my guidance. That is when small missteps become larger complications. The scary event ahead will require discernment that goes beyond logic. It will demand spiritual clarity. Logic alone will not be enough to navigate it. If you are spiritually distant, you may misread motives, timing, or opportunity. I need you steady not only in crisis but in anticipation. Anticipation is where many fail. They either become anxious too early or complacent too soon. Both extremes weaken strength. Balance comes from closeness with me. You have been tempted to return to comfortable patterns. You have thought that a few moments of prayer are enough. But I am asking for depth, not surface engagement. Depth builds resilience. If you are willing to go deeper instead of staying comfortable, comment 1111. Let that phrase mark your decision to seek depth over ease. I respond to hunger for growth. Hunger sharpens your spiritual senses. The event approaching may challenge your trust in someone you care about. You may see behavior that surprises you. If your spirit is unsettled, suspicion may grow quickly. If you are grounded in me, wisdom will guide your response. Do not allow fear to define what you see. Fear distorts perception. It magnifies flaws and minimizes hope. When you stay connected to me, perspective remains balanced. There may also be a test of patience in matters that involve waiting. Delays can feel threatening when you expect quick resolution. If you are distant from me, delay may trigger frustration. When you are close, delay becomes preparation. I am building strength in you quietly. You may not feel dramatic change, but growth is occurring. Growth often feels subtle until it is tested. When tested, it becomes visible. The scary event will reveal where you place your identity. If your identity is rooted in achievement or approval, disruption will shake you deeply. If your identity rests in my love, disruption will not steal your stability. You must guard your internal dialogue carefully. Under stress, negative narratives try to dominate. You may tell yourself that you are failing or that everything is collapsing. Those narratives gain power when you skip time with me. When you remain close, my voice interrupts destructive thinking. I remind you of truth. I steady your perspective. I protect your confidence. Comment 1515 if you are choosing to protect your peace by staying near me. Let that phrase represent your commitment to steadiness. Peace is not automatic. It is cultivated through connection. There will be a moment when a decision must be made quickly. That decision will carry weight. If you are spiritually distracted, you may rely solely on impulse. If you are aligned with me, my guidance will rise within you clearly. You must not underestimate how much your reaction will shape the outcome. The event itself may not be fully controllable. Your response built on closeness with me creates stability. I also want you prepared emotionally. There may be disappointment involved. Expectations you quietly held may shift. Disappointment can harden the heart if not handled carefully. Bring disappointment to me rather than burying it. Unprocessed emotion becomes bitterness. Bitterness weakens judgment. You are not being warned because destruction is inevitable. You are being warned because preparation changes experience. With me, the event becomes growth. Without me, it feels overwhelming. The tension forming around you will test your endurance. You may feel stretched thin at times. Fatigue may whisper that you should withdraw or give up. That is when skipping me becomes most tempting. Do not withdraw from the very source of strength you need. Lean closer instead. My presence restores what stress drains. You must also guard your speech under pressure. Words spoken in frustration can create long-lasting consequences. Silence guided by wisdom often prevents damage. The event ahead may reveal new responsibility placed on your shoulders. Responsibility can feel heavy when unexpected. But I will not allow responsibility to crush you if you remain aligned with me. You have survived difficult seasons before. Remember that. I carried you through situations you once thought impossible. That same faithfulness remains. Do not allow complacency to creep back in. Even if the day feels calm, remain disciplined. Strength built daily will sustain you suddenly. The disappointment I felt when you drifted was rooted in concern. I saw the forming pressure while you focused on distraction. I called you back because timing mattered. Now you stand closer to the unfolding than ever. Your preparation now determines your peace later. There may be confusion around you when the shift becomes obvious. Others may react emotionally. You must remain grounded. I am your anchor when everything feels unstable. I am your clarity when voices grow loud. I am your protector when uncertainty spreads. Stay intentional. Seek me daily. Guard your thoughts and your words. When the scary event fully surfaces, you will recognize it. In that moment, your preparation will either steady you or your neglect will shake you. Choose steadiness. Choose closeness. Choose discipline. You are not alone in what is coming. I am already present in the days ahead. I have walked through them before you arrive. You may feel a mix of anticipation and unease. That combination is natural when change approaches. Anticipation means you sense movement. Unease means you know it carries weight.